had like that nostalgic feeling whenever I was studying. It was just similar to what I was doing when I first started. Yeah, now I'm actually excited to like study.
I got $50 risk on my main setup. If I'm gonna risk $50 on something completely new,
Yeah.
guess what, buddy? You're gonna blow all your games that you had before. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Next Gen Traders YouTube channel. As you can see, it's just me and Alex today. We got a short episode. Alex has got something new to talk about. I have a few trades to go over. We'll briefly talk over the listed and OTC markets. But just a short, quick update on this episode today. We're recording on Sunday, February 13th. So I guess let's get right into it. I'll talk really quickly about the listed market. It has a heartbeat. It's not just like a flat line. We had a runner for the first time in a while. DCFC had a news catalyst. It's the energy stock. So we actually had a runner, and hopefully we can have a few more of those. And the market actually is having a heartbeat again, and it's not just flatlining. So that's really all I can say about it.
So about OTCs, I think we're going the other way. It's like, you have a little bit heartbeat, but we're going like down.
Yeah.
It's literally just dead. Like, I don't even know what to say. It's sad that I remember you posted in the chat. You were like, happy new anniversary from the like since
hottest
the
market week of all time.
Yeah, just like this time last year, after I was waking up at 9. That was the one day I woke up at 9:40 after the open, and I made like $99 or like something like that on the panic, just just like randomly. It's like
I wish I knew what I was
it was
doing.
literally free money back then, and like a year later, it's flipped down. Like it's flipped completely. Like it's right now just dead. OGs are dead.
Yeah.
So yeah, I still took some trades, but you just gotta be like, you just have to be very careful because they're all very liquid and they can just pull on you. So yeah, you have to have good risk level. So yeah, I mean, and I'll talk about my week later. So yeah.
All right. Awesome. Sounds good. Do you wanna go into your trades and stuff first?
Oh yeah. So for my week, I had 5 trades, 5 losses, but they totaling less than 1/2 of what I made from my first week.
Beautiful.
That is pretty good. Yeah, I'll go over like 2 of them maybe, because they're not really like very good to talk about. But so this was my first trade. This was actually the trade I had. So let's see, 7th. That was last week. Yeah, or no, 7. Okay, so yeah, I had actually two trades on this because this was like the best looking breakout chart potentially. So I had a trade on this on the 7th. So that was kind of like before the breakout, like I usually do all the time here. And I made this mistake again because I was, let's see, loss. Yeah, I again sold before my risk, but what can I do? I was just like, you see them the multi-day breakout here, kind of weird. Yeah, so I bought this here on this $1 perk. I remember in the last episode that we were talking about like with Jay, how that was like our main watch. So we had this $1 trigger and I entered there. I wanted to have a tight risk, but like there wasn't any levels because just broke out in the morning. So I risked 97, and then my goal was 10 or 110 plus. Here I sold just like impulsively because I also lost another trade at that moment, but I'm not gonna like, I don't say it like affected me. It's just I was just so I just was tired of this. I was like tired of everything. So like nothing works. And then it literally like pulls and like a few more prints and then I would get slippage. And like I know I would get slippage. So I just scared and I just sold there. What and I was also cooking breakfast at the moment. So it was like all messed up. So yeah. Then it worked and I actually, so this was like less than, so this was $32 loss, and then I actually re-entered here. This entry was just not like on any trigger. It was just like, let's imagine this didn't happen myself. So literally the same thing, which entered again, and then it kind of like almost worked, and then the next day just nothing. Then I added here because I wanted to increase my risk reward, and at this moment my risk reward was like, so 110 became from 4 hours to like 6 hours or something, but then it still didn't work. So and then random like out of nowhere, like how can you enter here? Like I don't know. So it's just that's very stupid how it worked out here, but I don't know, it was just really toxic. I don't know. It's like you see it kind of the breakup kind of happened, but it didn't. I don't know. So it's very
Yeah. Yeah.
I had like
Okay.
yeah, it's very stupid. I lost $30 and then $4 and then I have to talk about my biggest of the week, my biggest loss. This again wasn't the best chart, obviously. It was just shitty chart. And I remember that I was listening to I think stock therapy with there was Jack Kellogg there, and he was saying how he used to trade CYGY back in June. And then I'm like looking at this chart and looking where I'm trading it, and I'm like, well, that's market depression. So yeah, I was trading like trying to get this breakout only because the risk reward made sense. Obviously, I wasn't gonna go to like $1, price target.
Right.
So yeah, I entered here on this. I mean, the trigger was pretty solid. Like the trigger itself here was pretty good, but it broke out very weird. So then I entered on the dip. My risk was 64, but obviously just dumped. Thanks God I got filled here because there were like a few more prints and I just went all the way here. Yeah, the risk reward was very good because I risked 1 cent, and if it went to like 70, that would have been 5R, and there's like resistance there, so I didn't really need 70, like two breakers. So it was very good risk reward, but yeah, it didn't work. Got a little bit slippage. That was $55 loss, and then the other ones, I'll just go over this. The other was HMBL. I was trying to play for a first green day, didn't work. Then it worked randomly the next day, but still it wouldn't have hit my target. So I would have taken loss too. And then I was trying ILUS like last time for first green day, but also didn't work. So yeah, that was 5 losses. Oh yeah, and also it was this. It's not really. It's just a shitty chart. Yeah, it's very liquid and just F ticker. So I don't want to talk about
Yeah.
this one. This was a very tight. It was like $5 loss. So yeah,
Alex, literally one win will like double
yeah,
all of
that's what
your
I'm saying.
losses
So
together. So
yeah,
that is freaking you have nothing to worry
so
about.
okay, yeah, that's the one thing I was talking to Jay about it. I lost 138, so that's not half of even what I lost that day. And if you like divided by my $40 risk, that's 3.5R, and that's literally like my average win. So
Yeah,
I don't
literally.
I don't feel like any discouragement or anything about losing because with my style, this drawdowns are gonna happen literally all the time. Like every single time I have those 5, 4, 5, 6, 7 losses in a row. Then a win comes, and again, like at this point, I'm not even like surprised by this drawdown, especially in this market. So yeah, right now I'm again like on a losing streak, but it doesn't matter because since I just continue doing the same thing and trying to use like the same size all the time because if you use small size because you don't want to lose, then you win, but the win doesn't really matter because it's not the same size.
Happens to me all the
So
time.
so it's important, yeah. So it's important to use like relatively same size. So I use like $30 to $40. So yeah, I mean, just one. I don't like in this market. This win probably like I don't know. For example, the last time my my win came before that, I literally had zero hopes it's gonna ever come. So yeah, and other than OTCs, just quick note. I will talk about it more in the open discussion. But like in the middle, not in the middle, after Thursday, Friday, I didn't have any trades because Friday I was like, I just didn't want to lose again because I knew the trade I was gonna take
Gotcha.
is gonna lose. So I finally started studying swings. So I was like kind of like spending a little bit time on that, and I'll talk about it in the open discussion. So yeah, not the best week, but not like too bad because it's still recoverable in one trade. So yeah.
Awesome. Great job. So, I'm going to go next. I'm going to go over 3 trades. I'm going to go over 1 loss and 2 winners. This week I ended red, but small red. I'm definitely on way better of a track than I was in January. Like not even half of what I was down in January. So, I'm definitely, doing better in that sense. I haven't really been, sticking to a set R very much because usually I don't even have enough size in my account to size in for an R. Right now I'm just focused on executing, and then as soon as I'm, completely good with that, probably next week I'll add that capital to my account once I'm ready. But if I'm not ready, I don't want to have it, being there. So I'm going to go over a few trades. One of them is a losing trade. So this was kind of similar to Alex and what he had with ABML, except he sold him before his risk, and I chose a bad risk level. This was NVCT. Let me go to the daily chart. Let me move our faces. They're in the way always. So, this was the third day surge type opportunity. There was the main day. There was like the day that it kind of held its gains. And actually, let me go to the 15-day, 15-minute. It looks better. So here was the main day. Here was the second day right here. And then after this consolidation during all of pre-market, it was looking really good in prime for that third day surge opportunity. I entered right here on the trigger through this level right here. I got filled at like 612. As you can see, it went to red to green. I kept trying to sell a little bit of my position. I kept trying to sell a third, but I wasn't getting filled. It was just really illiquid, and I even was trying to take out the bid, and it still wasn't filling me. So came down here. Obviously, I should have set my risk here at 590, but because that's the low right here, and that's the low of these, and the top of this. But I got stopped out, probably the last person right here. Literally, probably the last person.
Literally the same thing with my ABML.
Yeah, literally the same thing. Literally the bottom. Literally got stopped out at the exact bottom. And this has happened to me more times than I care to admit, and it's all my fault. Like, it's completely my fault. But as you can see, it just started making really, really illiquid higher lows. I wouldn't have gotten filled here at all. Definitely, I would have taken, my first half of my position off here at 6:30, and then I have to walk away from my screens, after 11:30. So I would have set an OCO order, probably over this line here at 6:43 and gotten filled up here. So I would have just, put that OCO order in, walked away, set a risk, and if it got there, great. If it didn't, then it's fine. But obviously, none of that matters because I literally got stopped out at the bottom because I was focused on setting my risk tighter to get better risk reward instead of setting it where it needed to be. So obviously that's unfortunate. That ended up being, a loss. And that's that. I would go into DCFC next. Like I said, this was really the only runner of the week. Let's see. So I'm not proud of this trade at all. This move in the morning came literally out of nowhere. I was watching it. It literally took 1 second from spike to halt. Literally impossible to, catch this move unless you were in beforehand. And, I really didn't like this wicking and chopping action. After this, I didn't like this at all. So I was just like, okay, I'll wait it out and see what happens. Obviously, we got the spike, halt, spike, and then it just started to consolidate here. It tried to wick over this high day, it failed. It tried to wick over this high day and failed. I was like, okay, this wicked over the high day and failed 2 times. I need to wait for this to reset. Drew this little support line right here in the 1550s, really wicky on this. Entered right here on the bounce right here at 1574, perfectly off of this line. And I sold this early on a market order for one reason, and that was because I thought I was chasing. When I got in, I was like, I'm chasing this. I was like, I'm definitely chasing this. And, as soon as, I got that spike, I was like, I'm just getting out. I'm just getting out because, I know I'm chasing this. But then I was like, when it hits my lines and it bounces off key levels that I know that needs to set, there's no really such thing as chasing. I don't care if this thing was at $22. Exactly. If this hit lines like this, then there's no such thing as chasing. So, obviously if I bought it freaking up here in the middle of randomness, then it's chasing. But since I had bounced off my lines and I had my plan, I screwed myself over on this, and I don't remember what my risk reward on this was. I'm not even going to know what my stats are for February, to be honest. I haven't even, gotten to track my trades at all. I'm not able to right now. So I'm gonna go into February not knowing what my stats are, but I can literally look at like my P&Ls and know what my risk rewards were, and look at my charts and just know like what my stats were. So February is kind of that wiggle room month where I'm tuning out P&L completely. I have a general idea, but I don't even know exactly what I'm down on the month. But I know it's not much at all. So you know, I ended up selling this early. 15 or 1641 was my exit. Obviously, I would have, if I traded this, more ideally, I would have taken off half here at 1673. I would have taken half off here once the volume dumped around a little bit over 17. So there's more room for opportunity on that. But I just, it's just little things when it hits my lines. KSCP was my other trade. I'm done looking for a first green day on this stock. I'm seriously done. It's tried so many freaking times, and it just is so illiquid. And look at this.
Dom
Like,
is also, he also said the same thing about KCP. Is like, I'm done trying to
I'm
bounce
done.
this.
I'm literally done. I tried here last week. I tried here last week. I tried here today because it was setting the bottom. let me get this up here. Look at this. Actually, no, this was last week. Look at this, right
Yeah,
here.
it doesn't.
It set this
doesn't
day.
bounce.
It set this day. It held this day. It went through red to green this day. I was like, come on. I'm okay. So I'm done like trying on this stock. Honestly, it's just a hassle. It's a pain in the ass. It's a liquid. It's gross. And until there's another true like move, I'll catch the front side of it. But until then, I'm just leaving this freaking thing alone. Entered on this little volume push right here. I didn't get filled till 724. I put my order in when it was at like 720 as soon as it broke up here, but got filled up here. Let this go. I was risking, the risk reward was great. I was literally risking 704, so below all the lows, so I didn't have to worry about getting stopped out early on this one. So then just got the push. I sold. I tried to get filled right here, but obviously I didn't get filled. I got filled half of my position on this candle, this wick candle right here at 740. Filled half of my position right here over this this major line right here at like 746. And I walked away from that one. And I think it was a little over one risk reward on this, but just super illiquid, super choppy, really wicky candle, super gross. I literally milked this for all I could, half and half, and just really nothing for the rest of the day. So this really just sums up how the market has been.
Even listed charts look like OBC charts now.
Literally just the volume is gone. I don't know what is freaking happening, but
it's
people are just not trading.
Whenever the number 3 stops, like number 7 comes right away. Like
yeah.
bounce.
Right. The framework isn't even working anymore because nothing gets it up anyways. But like, I don't know, man. We need something to get volume back. Obviously, we've been saying this for freaking, I don't even know how long we've been saying this for. But when it happens, it happens. Until then, we're refining our processes. That's all I got for my trades this week. And we'll get into some open discussion. I'm going to let Alex start it off. He's going to talk about how he's starting to learn swing trading now. And go right ahead.
So this all started like in November when during stock therapy, Dom, he mentioned that he started studying swing trading, especially in particular about Kulamagi. If you don't know about him, he's like I think a 9-figure trader, and every single educational thing he has is all for free. He even
Fantastic.
even streams literally every day, like first 1-2 hours. So in November I joined the Discord, and I picked up some information, but I never really got into it. I just put it on the back burner. But now, since it's literally right now, it's like the most, I don't know if there's that word, but the deadest market ever.
Yep.
Because in the last week or two, I just found myself literally wasting my day just sitting and watching paint dry. I enter a stock in the morning, and then all day does nothing. And end of the day it dumps. And I'm like, then what's the point of me even entering? So that was literally like 4 5 hours a day are just wasted. And then now I'm like, there's the other opportunity right now, and swing trading obviously depends on the overall market, so the market isn't good right now. So it is the best time to learn about it.
Of
It's like
course.
I just so yeah, I'm like now I have to just learn something new because my OTC skill, it's like something I'll never forget. It's like a tool that I have like for forever, and whenever the
Right.
market hits up, then I'm ready. But right now there's like no point just continue doing that because it just doesn't work. So yeah, it happened I think Thursday. It was the first day, 11th. Was it Thursday or Friday? Friday or Thursday. I like started watching his. I mean, I was actually watching his videos all the time, like not all the time, but like a few times a day. But now really watching them, and now I'm watching the streams, and I got the platform TC 2000, and not gonna lie, when I use it, I'm like I feel smart because it's like whatever I was doing with OGCs, even though I'm like was making some like a little bit of money, I'm like that's just kind of like it's not like not smart people trade OGCs. So yeah, whenever I got the platform, like oh, like because it like looks pretty cool. It's a like task trader, like the same thing probably. So yeah, it's the one he uses. I tried using Thinkorswim for like all those indicators or anything, just not that like yeah, it's not that good. So I
Good for
and
charting, but not for
and
anything else.
and it's pretty cheap. Not gonna lie, it's like $40. I thought it's gonna be like 120 or something, but it's pretty cheap. So yeah, I got it. I've been using it for like 2 days, and it's pretty good. I've so yeah, the one like pattern setup in swing trading is breakouts, and it's literally the same thing I do with OTCs. Like it's the same thing. You like enter. It's like even the entry is like on a little trigger in the morning.
Yeah.
Enter there, risking a low day, and then you just like swing. And the best part is that I don't need to watch that all day. I just
Facts.
enter and I put my stop, and I think Fidelity has stop right for listed stocks.
Yeah, but you got to put in a good till canceled, and they don't work in free market.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't need pre-market. So yeah, okay, yeah, so it still works. I'm just entering that, and then I don't need to watch that all day. Like I don't need to waste my whole day watching that. And plus, they're like most of them are large caps, so they're moving slowly, but the risk reward is good. However,
Definitely.
the bad thing is because since they're high priced, you have to use a lot of capital. But I'm like I don't even care about it. I'm ready to like use $2 3 risk. What is it, Bryce style?
Yep. Yep.
So yeah, I'll be doing that. But first, I want to take approach like I did with my trading. I want to take like I mean with my trading, I did it. Not gonna lie, so it wasn't the best way. I just like spent 7 hours without even watching the market, 7 months studying without watching the market. But now, obviously, I'll take like 2 months. I'll study everything and watch the market too because that's like the best experience is to watching the market.
Of course.
So I'll do that, but I'm not gonna like be eager to trade anything, even if there are even still right now like some good setups, but I'm not gonna take them because like honestly, it just doesn't even matter. I just want to like practice watching them and tracking. I started tracking again. Like I'm just tracking because I want to see how they kind of like move because it's very different than with OTCs. With the OTCs, you can't really track because they're all just they're all random. But in my opinion, it's like it's more of art than science. But with listed and not listed, even like those large caps, they like all probably like move kind of the same way. So
Definitely.
yeah,
Yeah.
I will do that. And yeah, I'm just gonna focus on the breakout. So it's like I'm not changing anything, just different stock. And when I look at the charts, they're actual volume there, you know? So
Yeah. No duh.
they're like actually volume though. It's like a few million, like what is like $80 million volume. I have my minimum, so it's pretty good. It's not gonna be any liquid things.
We can
So
actually use the liquidity from
yeah.
algos and prop firms to our favor.
Yeah, I'm like right now, I'm not gonna be trading only with myself. I'm gonna trading with like
Right.
big people. So
Right.
yeah, this like whenever so I went back and I like from watch I watched all his like swing trading videos. I just collected all those stickers and I'm like they're actually looking all the same, like all the same pattern, all the same pattern. Like you enter there, then you hold and like it's pretty like good. And I felt that I had like that nostalgic feeling when I was studying. It was just similar to what I was doing when I first started. Because when I first started, I was like very excited to study like new like setups, new stocks, everything.
Yeah.
But then after that all ended, I'm like, now just time to execute. And
Now
now
you're
it's
excited again.
yeah, now I'm like I'm actually excited to like study. So it is it's kind of like funny. And yeah, I've been doing that for like the last 2 days. And
Love it.
yeah, I'm just planning to do that every day. And the OTCs I'm just gonna watch, and whenever that one like the trade that I see, if I miss, I'll be guilty. I'll take that one. But I'm not gonna force any trades because I don't want to bleed again like more and more.
For
It's
sure.
just not the right time to bleed. So yeah,
Gotcha.
that's my plan for the next like 2 months. I'll take 2 months to study. Then hopefully when the market becomes the overall market becomes a little bit better, the SPY that doesn't die, and then I'll try to like actually practice
I love it.
with tiny size.
Definitely. Great plan. That something important that Alex said there is he's excited to study again. And that just shows that in trading, you're never done learning.
Yeah,
Well, actually, no, in anything in life, you're never done learning.
never.
Like there's there's so many different opportunities and you just gotta find what fits your personality. I think Alex is finding or he found in OTCs what fits his personality. I think he's finding something else that fits his personality. And me personally, this late spring into summer is when I'm gonna start really digging into swing trading. I don't have the time right now to dig into swing trading, but I'm going to be doing that over the summer, and then I'm going to be fully tracking a short setup over the summer. So
Nice.
my plan is to become fully consistent with my listed longs in the next 2 to 3 months, and then once I'm consistent with those, then I will start digging into swinging and digging into shorting, opening up my playbook a little bit more. So just laying that kind of that plan out and just becoming working harder than the day before and becoming better than you were yesterday. That's really all we can do. And especially in this slow market, like Alex says, he's venturing out. Like he said, he's got his OTC triggers, first degree days, breakouts, etc. in his toolbox. He's got that in his toolbox, but he's like, okay, I'm gonna add this tool to my toolbox. And that way, that's what he's doing right now. And he's taking the long-term approach. He said he's gonna take a couple months to make sure he learns everything about it, and then he'll start trading with small size, and then he'll just go from there. It's a process. It's a process. Just stick with it. So
Yeah, it is. It's very important because some people whenever they already like found some. I'm not gonna say success, but like some like tiny success as I did in OTCs, and then whenever they start something new, they want to like they they can't like get rid of that feeling of making, for example, like your typical R gains, and then they don't size down. But then how can you use the
right,
same size on the pattern that you have no experience trading?
you can't. Absolutely
So
not.
it's very so for me, for example, my average gains right now like $100, and I don't even care that my average win is gonna be $20 in swings because I know that in the end it's gonna be the same. But like it's the same process. I didn't start with my OTCs with same like I started like with $10 gains with OTC. So this is the same thing here. I'm like completely okay with not making anything like in the first like 7 months because this is like usually it takes like a year to get consistently profitable with like any setup, even more than a year. But since right now I'm not starting from zero, I have experience overall like trading how to trade. So like I know the like the overall basics. So yeah, I think it's gonna take way less to like get comfortable with them. That was than what it was with OTCs. So yeah, I'm like I have my expectations are pretty good. Like I'm not gonna expect to make like the same gains. So yeah, it's just very important to have the lowest expectation. So then whenever it happens, you're not disappointed.
Of course. Yeah, definitely. That's really important. I have an analogy for when you completely like start a new process and a new setup, how you can't like size the same. Say you're a hockey player. You've been playing hockey your entire life. You make it to a championship tournament match and you win. You can't go to a soccer field and enter a final tournament match without ever practicing soccer in your whole life. That's basically what it would be with trading. Oh yeah, I got $50 risk on my main setup. Everything's perfect. I'm gonna risk $50 on something completely new.
Yeah.
Guess what, buddy? You're gonna blow all your games that you had before. And I just thought I would add a little comparison in there.
Yeah, it's like if you risk like 10 times your average risk, on the new setup, you lose like 10 times on it, and then you then you have like a small gain on the other setup, and it like covers everything.
Right.
Even though like you don't obviously you don't need to think about money, but like I'm just saying overall, if you like, because on the new setup you're supposed to be losing in the beginning, so it's like very important to make it as unsignificant as important as possible. So like lose very little in the beginning.
Of course. Yeah,
So,
definitely.
yeah, that's what we have, right?
I don't have anything else. If you don't have
Oh
anything
yeah,
else,
and
then we can
yeah,
get ready to wrap this
I'm
one
just gonna
up.
say that I about 75 fighters just very quickly. So
Yep.
it's I ended my 12th day yesterday, and
Yes.
it's like 15% done.
Nice.
I don't know. It's yeah. Uh, and funny thing is how in the book when I read, it was like you will see like a big change in your body because you will work out twice a day, and I'm like, well, I was doing it anyways all the day, all the time, so it didn't change anything. The only thing that I'm actually happy about is that I actually read now 10 pages a day, even more. So
Nice.
yeah, that's a good thing. The other thing the food is I can't wait to be done and then so I can go to the restaurant.
Yep.
But yeah, it's cool that now I like eat good things. Now I have my task that I have to complete every day. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, definitely. Awesome. Improvement in every way of life and well-roundedness. Love it. So, I'd say that, that's the end of the episode. I think we got a lot of good stuff in there for how short it was. We ventured on a lot of different topics, but I think we got a lot of good content that'll hopefully help you guys. Definitely helped us out to get this out and vent and truly just talk about the situations that we're going through every day. Remaining transparent, all that good stuff. So thank you guys for watching. We will catch you guys in the
I have
next.
I have a note. I have
Sure, go
one
ahead.
thing. So remember how in the last episode we had a guest, Jay?
Yes.
So
Yep.
we're gonna have another guest soon. Like I don't know when, but like in the next few weeks. So yeah. Yes.
Definitely. Yeah, guys, be out on the lookout for that. We're going to have a few more guest episodes. We have a couple people on the list that we definitely want to get on here. So that'll be great. Just hit like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be notified when we post those episodes. A lot of great content, and we'll keep you guys updated with what happens, and hopefully we can get some heat in the market soon. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.
See you.
Bye.